Now, a voluntary group helping Lambeth residents with reading or writing difficulties is urgently appealing for help in finding a new home. Ruskin Readers Adult Literacy Club was based at Carnegie Library before the centre closed, but now the 41-year-old organisation is struggling to continue without permanent premises. Caroline Knapp runs the group, I'm pleased to say, joins me this evening, along with one of the users of the service, Mohammed Khan. Thank you very much to both of you for joining us this evening.
Thank you for inviting us.
Caroline, tell us a bit about the group, its history and the people you help.
Yes. Our history started just over 40 years ago in Carnegie Library in Herne Hill, which is a beautiful library. It's not over yet, I hope. Given to the local populace by Andrew Carnegie way back, 100 and something years ago. The group started 40 years ago, as I say, one-to-one teaching in literacy, because the founder thought this was the best way of teaching a person who had reading and writing difficulties.
How vital is the work you do today to the people in the area?
Well, I think there's a 5% of the population in the UK are possibly basically illiterate in some form or another. I'll say that. So it is vital that we continue. But since the library was closed on the 1st of April this year, we really feel we've been evicted and not cared about, and nobody's really helped find a new venue for us. But I must admit, since I put it all out on Twitter, I've had quite a lot of offers, but I've got to run around looking.
We'll hear what Lambeth Council has to say about that in just a moment. But first, yes. Mohammed, tell us a bit about how the group helps you.
Oh, a lot. Like, you know, I mean, I was really very behind, but I get lots of benefit now. I can read and write as well. I read stories and books, and which is quite a lot to help me. Like I build up my confidence again. I used to ask my children, so they don't want to help me, and I was isolated like at home, you know. So when I get chance like that, you know, one-to-one service, so which is helped me a lot.
Clearly a vital service. Let's just hear what Lambeth Council has to say. Now, a spokesperson told London Live News that we made every effort to relocate all groups who previously used the Carnegie Library and set up a small grants programme to help the process, going on to say. The Ruskin Readers Group currently operates out of the recently refurbished and expanded Streatham Library, and we hope all groups will return to the Carnegie Library when it reopens next year. Caroline, what do you make of that?
It would be interesting to know exactly what they mean by next year. We have heard for almost a year, since October, that the library would open as a community library early in 2017. And all these wonderful plans, we're going to have gyms to keep people healthy. They're going to excavate the basement. Is that really going to take until, say, January, February in 2017? I rather doubt it somehow. The plans have been put back. GLL were due to take it over. And we really are not hearing much of a sausage from Lambeth. I think they're very busy doing up their town hall at the moment.
Just briefly, in an ideal world, what would you like to see happen now?
To reopen the Carnegie Library as it was, even if it has to be a community library. For goodness sake, let's get those communities back in, because many have folded up. I know the children's clubs have, and the reading group has given up. Yes, and I nearly did. I'm nearly 70 years old. It's nearly time I gave up, but I do see the value of keeping this going, so I'll struggle on.